Hi guys, Artiar here. So today we'll be tackling Aurora Inferno with a full auto clear, and yes, we are not gonna use Lily. So in this run here, I'll be also using the newest animus Fuqiu as the main support, which is the current red up banner. We have her because player actually curious about, since she's actually a healer, how she actually work well in the current Aurora Inferno, right? So I'll be using her as my one of the main support, and she's not typical a meta unit, but her healing and utility actually add a lot of consistent to this team clear, and it's completely hand-free once it starts because it's fully auto. So I'll be walking you through the team build, gear choices, and show you the full auto gameplay so you can take a look how it actually works. So if this comp doesn't suit your box or you don't have Fuqiu, don't worry, I got another Aurora Inferno guide on my channel a few days ago. You can check out that one, and probably that one can actually help you guys as help your team as well if you don't have the current unit I'm actually using. So if we take a look here, the current multi I'm running, out of 8 run is 8 win. Alright, it's a 100% win rate, but it's very long. Okay, it takes very long to actually run it, and if there's a RNG part you actually lose, then it will be Viper not landing the attack down to the boss. Then the boss can actually do more damage to your team, right? So this is the current Aurora Inferno. Now let's take a look at the current gear. So come to module, Aurora. Okay, then for the Inferno part here, let's take a look at the challenge. So for the main DPS here, I'm currently using Yeli, but you can also use Ditting. It will still work. So let me replace Yeli into Ditting. Yeli works, Ditting works, Rosa also works, depends who is your main DPS, then build them your highest DPS, okay? So if you are using Ditting here, then this is my Ditting current build. Just build him your best DPS set you can currently go for. If you are not using Ditting, you can go for Yeli and just build her the current best DPS set you can provide for her. For example, Yeli is going to use Revelation, then Ditting here is going for White Fang. Or you want to go for count, it also works for extra attack and lifesteal. Then your healer is going to be Linglord. S1 have to be max for the extra turn of the wheel. Prayer actually plays a very big role to extend the buff duration, the wheel prayer buff duration to heal more. And then it's going for Supernova to increase the healing amount and also apply heal over time. And then I'm going for Bramble set and Swift Rush. So my Supernova here don't have Bramble, so it's going for Swift Rush. Mainly I'm going for the Swift Rush to get the speed from Linglord, and then the other one is going to be Bramble. Activate the Bramble set. So the Bramble set here actually plays a very important role. So I'm not going for Cure, is because I feel like I prefer Bramble set. So every time when the boss counter attack me, like cast AoE damage, it will hit Linglord. Then I have a 25% chance to trigger counter attack, so I can trigger another S1 to debuff and also heal my team, because it will heal 2 ally and 15% of their max HP. So I prefer the another spam of S1 instead of the Cure set to increase 25% healing efficiency. Depends on your choice. You can go for Bramble, you can go for Cure set. It's fine. Then the other one, it will be Fuqiu. So Fuqiu here, let me move my avatar a bit. Alright, so Fuqiu here will be the new animus currently I'm testing on. So no skill up at all, because she don't really need skill up to work. And then it's going with Cure set, Bluff buff, and Evil Guard. I'm going for Halloween, but Halloween here can be replaced by other units such as like Artisan, such as Supernova, or such as Fortissimo. These 3 shell can also replace Halloween. So why I prefer Halloween is to make Fuqiu here can able to spam the S3 faster, because even you skill her up, she won't have any CD reduction on her skill. That's the reason why she doesn't need skill up, and it's already 4 turn on default. So if we look at Linglord here, Linglord S3 is actually 5 turn. So you need to actually skill Linglord up for the CD 1 turn. But good thing about Fuqiu here, you doesn't need any skill up for the reduction. So it's already 4 turn. So I use Halloween here to let Fuqiu able to rotate her S3 more, because S3 is where the main value of Fuqiu. So I'm going for Cure set and Blood buff. So Blood buff is a needed set, but you don't really need to go for a very good substat. So if you look at my Blood buff here, this is okay, but look at this one. Crit rate, resist, defense bonus. It's doing okay, but it's not really the perfect blood buff substat. But I'm just using the blood buff here for the effects set, because Fuqiu is a green element, and then Aurora is a red element, so Aurora will do a lot of damage to Fuqiu. So if you really want to use Fuqiu here, then you need blood buff to survive the damage. So you're gonna need build blood buff, and then I build with a cure set so I can have extra healing, because at the Fuqiu here actually procs a lot of heal, and then I'm going for Evil Guard here as well for additional heal effect. Okay, so this is my Fuqiu build. So if you don't have Fuqiu, the replacement will be Mia or Lily. So I don't have Mia, so I can't replace Mia here. But if you don't want to go for another healer, you can go for Lily here to basically buff up your team to do the rotation faster. Or you can go for Tsukuyomi here, it also works. Tsukuyomi here can also work. So Tsukuyomi here will buff up your team and CD reduction for your team, so your team here can rotate the heal faster. And Tsukuyomi will keep buffing up for your main DPS, so if you're using Diting or Yeli, they will keep taking their turn and DPS Aurora faster. So if you want to go for a safer run, then you can go for Fuqiu here if you decided to summon for her. Then the other one is Viper. So Viper here is for dispelling the buff immunity, and most importantly is apply the attack down and speed down, so you don't let the boss rotate her turn too fast, and also reduce the damage from the boss, which plays a very important role. Then I'm going with Swift Rush and accuracy. So for the time wealth here, you don't really need to go for the 12p set, it's just for the extra accuracy, and most importantly just build Viper fast. So the Swift Rush here is going for the 12 set. So high accuracy, decent enough speed, and I'm going for Jackal Guard to rotate the turn faster. Then the other one will be Valerian. So Valerian here just typical high HP, but I'm going with time wealth build. So I'm going for another CD reduction here. So because the main key point about Valerian is also the S3, it's kind of something like Fuqiu, right? They both rely on S3 pretty much. So I'm going for time wealth here to make Valerian actually able to rotate her S3 faster instead of just going for high HP. So I'm going for a mixture with Wellspring and time wealth. Evil Guard here doesn't bring too much of a value because Valerian here mainly providing shield instead of heal. So Valerian provides shield, Fuqiu here provide heal, and Linglord here provide heal. Then Viper here is the Dispeller, you can replace with Holden. Then the Diting position you can replace with any other DPS unit as well. Alright, now let's take a look at the run. So if you're going with auto, make sure your setting is going to set to focus on the boss. You want to focus damage on the boss. So with blood buff here, your Fuqiu here won't get one shot by the boss. Then Linglord will heal up your team, which heals a lot and provide a lot of the will prayer. Okay, then Viper will dispel the immunity and apply attack down and speed down. Then Fuqiu here will cast S3. Then your team will get a thick amount of shield at the start, then also slowly get healed. So whenever they take their turn, they will get heal proc and also get turn meter push. So your team rotation will be faster, all thanks to the turn meter push. So instead of being too slow, Fuqiu will keep on pushing them. So when they get hit, they will get turn meter push and also proc heal. So it will be a lot more consistent healing. And then Linglord is another healer here. Then Diting here will slowly chip down the boss HP. So the only RNG factor here is when Viper fail to dispel immunity, or Viper dispel the immunity but not able to apply the attack down, then you are a little bit risky. Not saying that you can't dispel then you lose. It's just more risky because without the attack down on the boss, it will be, the boss actually does pretty pain the damage, especially to Fuqiu. And of course Fuqiu is element disadvantage, right? So if you're playing a team like this that you want to play Fuqiu in it, then Viper attack down is actually pretty important. Alright, the boss deals no damage to us because of the attack down, and we have a lot of shield and heal. Linglord further extend our buff and also apply heals. Diting do massive amount of damage to the boss left half HP. So around this part here is more all about survival now. Depends on how good your Fuqiu can rotate. So if you look at the skill here, Fuqiu only left one turn to actually rotate the turn because thanks to Halloween. So that's the reason why I'm actually going for Halloween. Okay, Linglord further heal my team. Aurora do damage again. Viper S3, apply more debuff. And then we can see Fuqiu is gonna get her turn soon. And every time the mob take action, right, it will also turn meter push Fuqiu because Fuqiu no longer have the special buff. Okay, Viper S1, Fuqiu gonna cast another S3. So it rotates pretty fast. So your team will always maintaining on a healing state and turn meter push state. So whenever they get hit, they get turn meter push and heal. Okay, Linglord heal again. Then Viper is gonna cast another S3 soon. AoE damage. And Viper passive here also plays an important role. It helps us reduce the critical damage. So when a boss crit on our target, then Viper can reduce the damage, which is very, very good. Alright, more heal. The Rebel set actually plays an important role for extra healing. Alright, dispel immunity, apply attack down, so your team can survive longer. Okay, Fuqiu heal back to max now. Fuqiu almost gonna die just now, so blood buff plays a very important role. Blood buff block the damage again. S1, then we wait for D-Ting to have another S3 soon. Then the boss was almost gonna die. Okay, then if we look at Valorant here, left one turn of CD, all thanks to the Time Wealth set. So when she proc out from her bubble, her S3 is almost gonna be back on. Okay, Gigabyte push, and then S3 is back. So you can see the time gap between the bubble is actually pretty low, so you don't really need to worry that your unit actually die. So she can rotate her skill pretty often. Another turn meter push. Viper dispel, apply debuff again. Linglord another heal. Boss do damage, barely does any damage. S1, they take action, we turn action turn. S3, okay, left, a few hit left. It's just a matter of time. Alright, so this is a very, very safe team. So if you are a player that looking for a team that want to play consistent, or you are a player that looking for a video that's showing how good Fuqiu is in terms of healing, then this will be the video for you. But you need the blood buff. Alright, you need the blood buff set effect. The subset doesn't matter too much. As long as you have the blood buff on Fuqiu, that is all good. Alright, dispel, apply debuff. All you need to do is wait for another D-Ting S3. So if you're playing with Lily or Tsukuyomi, it will be a lot faster because of the CD reduction and also the turn meter push on your main DPS to let them take the turn faster. Alright, left a bit. CD reduction. Okay, just left a bit, come on, D-Ting, kill it. Alright, then the run goes. Oh, left a bit more. So yeah, this run is actually pretty long. So if this team can't suit for you, you can check out my other Aurora video. I'll be linking it in my video description or the comment pin. You can check out that one if you want a faster run. But this run is actually pretty consistent. I would say around 90 to 95% win rate. So for now, I run like 20 run already. Only lost like 1 run, if not mistaken. So you can use D-Ting on Yeli. Yeli one is even faster. D-Ting one takes like 5 minutes. Then Yeli one takes like 3 minutes. Alright, so hope that you guys actually find this video helpful for the double drop rate in Aurora. Because I think a lot of you actually grinding for module currently. And if you are looking for Aurora team guide, hope this video actually help you guys out. If you have any question you want to ask, feel free to comment down and let me know. I'll answer you. Okay, hope you guys enjoy the video and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is Sky Elk, Trekcan, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chani, Antonio Winterspoon, Rocco Stendions, thank you so much for your support. And also special thanks to the Super Tanks MVP, HMZ Rings, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest 10. Thank you so much for Code Wilderness, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chani. Thank you so much for your support.